What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. You guys already know this channel. In this channel we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I will break down from a technical standpoint as well 4 stocks that will be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So without further ado, let's get started. And we'll still have 17 more minutes in today's trading session, and we are having some sort of mixed day in the markets, guys. The Nasdaq and the Nasdaq 100 have gone today on an absolute tear. As of now, we find the Nasdaq up 1.06%. Russell 2000, or the Russell, has been the worst performing sector so far. It is down 1.23%. Dow Jones is down 0.38%, and the S&P 500 is up 0.17%. And something kind of strange happened today, guys, because yesterday, the Federal Reserve announced that we are seeing inflation. They also said that they are starting to talk about tapering somewhere next year, probably. So many people, were expecting recovery stocks and value stocks to outperform in today's trading session. And really what happened was quite the opposite, guys. So we saw, or we are still seeing actually, tech stocks and growth stocks having a phenomenal day, whereas value stocks and recovery stocks got absolutely decimated today. And so far, the 2 best performing sectors throughout this year, energy and financials, got absolutely decimated in today's trading session. And when it comes to the 10-year treasury, guys, this bond, or this indicator of the economy, dropped today, which was something that also surprised me. So we saw, or we are seeing as of now, the 10-year treasury trading at 1.51%, whereas this indicator, this bond, was trading yesterday at 1.57%, I think, by the time that the chairman of the Federal Reserve was talking yesterday. We also got today jobless claims, and jobless claims rose last week by 37,000 up to 412,000 claims relative to the prior week. So we saw an increase in jobless claims, and I don't know, guys, maybe this worse than expected number when it comes to jobless claims helped, the idea that the Federal Reserve is still going to be around, guys. So yeah, we might potentially see some sort of tapering next year, but that isn't happening anytime soon. And by the way, guys, talking about tapering, I want to share with you a fun fact. The first time ever, and the only time ever actually, that the Federal Reserve carried out some sort of tapering, well, that happened back in 2013. And once the Fed announced that they were going to start to taper, the S&P 500 dropped 7%. So that's an interesting fact, because we can make the case that at some point next year, we are going to see the Federal Reserve tapering. They said yesterday that they are talking about tapering. So maybe, next year we might see some sort of tapering, and we can make the case that the first reaction in regard to tapering was a 7% drop. So we might potentially see another 7 or 8 or 10% drop next year once the Federal Reserve starts to taper, and that isn't going to crash the market if we take as a reference the first time that the Federal Reserve ever carried out a tapering. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 and what is going on over here. We'll still have 13 more minutes in today's trading session, and as of now, we find the S&P 500 trading at 4230. So today we saw a massive drop, guys, and the bulls managed to find support once again at 4,200, the same area in which the bulls of the S&P 500 found support at yesterday before the trading session closed. And remember guys, 4,200 is a previous area of support for the bulls in the S&P 500 that already acted as such in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but it also acted as a resistance for the bulls of this index back on May 26th. So from a support standpoint, guys, in tomorrow's trading session, we have to keep a close watch on 4,200. And from a resistance standpoint, guys, for tomorrow, and depending on the spot, the area, the level in which this index closes today's trading session, because we still have 12 more minutes. So if we close below 42.30, that is going to be the most important area of overhead resistance for tomorrow's trading session. Keep in mind that 42.30 already acted as a lower support for the bulls in the S&P 500 in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, but we are also talking about a previous area of resistance that already acted as such in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 occasions before. If we happen to close above 42.30, and if tomorrow this index happens to open the trading session above 42.30, then watch out for pretty much all-time high, guys, at 42.57 in the case of the S&P 500. And let me take a look real quick at the RSI. It is at 50 points, guys. So we have a clear uptrend. We are trading above the moving averages, and we find the RSI and the 4-hour in the case of the S&P 500 at 50 points. So we might see the bulls taking on all-time high sooner rather than later. And by the way, guys, and I forgot to mention this in the introduction of the video, remember and keep in mind, very important for tomorrow, that we are going to have quadruple witching. So that's a day that occurs 4 times a year, and it is pretty much a day in which we have a massive expiration of stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures. So all of those securities are going to expire simultaneously tomorrow. So we can make the case that tomorrow we are going to see a bit more of, we're going to be, a higher volatility than the one that we have seen lately in the stock market. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the Nasdaq 100. And in the case of the Nasdaq 100, this index went on an absolute tear today, guys. It went ballistic. As of now, and when we still have 9 more minutes in today's trading session, the Nasdaq 100 is trading at 14,196 points, and we have a brand new all-time high in this index at 14,205 points. And take a look at the RSI on the 4-hour. It is at 73 points. It is a bit elevated. I mean, it is elevated actually. And we can make the case that we have already seen the Nasdaq 100 trading and good momentum with the RSI at 84 points. But guys, I think that the RSI is a bit high, and we could see tomorrow this index pulling back a bit, so the RSI can also pull back a bit. And I mean, from a resistance standpoint, guys, we are pretty much in no man's land. As I just said, we have a brand new all-time high at 14,205 points. So from an overhead resistance standpoint, how high can the Nasdaq 100 go in the upcoming days? So what are we looking at? 14,300 points, 14,250 points. I mean, who knows, right? This is pretty much anyone's guess. And from a support standpoint, if tomorrow we happen to see the Nasdaq 100 pulling back a bit, which should happen, that would be very healthy for the Nasdaq 100. The most important area of support that I am going to be looking at is going to be 13,990 points. No, sorry, 13,930 points, right? I gotta take that back. So the most important area of support is going to be 13,930 points, which is a previous area of support for the bulls of the Nasdaq 100 that already acted as such in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, but that area also acted as a previous area of resistance back on June 8th. So in my case, I wouldn't be surprised, as I just said, So if tomorrow we happen to see the Nasdaq 100 taking a rest. But other than that, guys, I mean, the uptrend is beautiful on the 4-hour. We are trading above the moving averages, so there's nothing to complain about the Nasdaq 100. And we can make the case that big money, the suits, the big hedge funds are saying like, and according to what Mr. Jerome Powell said yesterday, they are thinking, guys, like the Federal Reserve isn't going to raise the interest rate of this country in at least 2 years. And this is a good moment to buy tech stocks, and mostly taking into account that most of the big tech companies, I mean, other than Google and Facebook, but when it comes to Apple, when it comes to Amazon, those stocks are still off their highs. Netflix, just to set another example, or Tesla. And I think that we are going to keep on seeing in the upcoming weeks a rotation back into growth, tech, and higher multiple stocks in general terms. And talking about higher multiple stocks, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at AMC Entertainment. And mind you, today I took, once again, another day trade in the case of AMC. So, sorry, what is going on over here when we still have 6 more minutes in today's trading session? So we find AMC trading at $60.28. So let me show you guys the day trade that I took today. So I purchased 50 shares today at around noon, I guess. Yeah, it was at around noon. So I purchased 50 shares at $59.91, and I sold out of those shares a few minutes ago before starting to record this video at $63.75. So I ended up making something like $190 out of this trade. I also closed a swing position today on Apple with a profit of $300, but I am not going to show you guys the trade because the video is going to be too long. And take a look at this, guys. How about this, huh? I pretty much sold my shares, my 50 shares of AMC right at the peak, because the intraday high of AMC as of now, when we still have 4 more minutes in today's trading session, is at $63.83, and I sold out of those shares at $63.75. So this rarely ever happens, guys. So I pretty much calculated in a very accurate way the peak in the case of AMC Entertainment today. So what was my idea, guys? And I also posted an Instagram story letting you guys know early this morning that I was watching AMC near $53. And I was actually about to pull the trigger this morning at 10 a.m. or something like that at $53. But what happened, guys? I unfortunately missed that train, and AMC pulled up to $63.28, and I was like, oh my goodness, I missed this trade. However, this was at 11:26 a.m. this morning. Then after having got for the first time up to $63.20, then AMC sold off, and I noticed, guys, that AMC found a good support at around $58 and $59, which is a previous area of resistance that was acting today as a new support. So I started to follow up on AMC, and I took the trade when I saw that volume was coming in, and I was able to ride AMC up to $63.70. So I am going to pull up here the 1 hour and what could potentially happen tomorrow in the case of AMC Entertainment, guys. So I am going to be keeping a close watch on tomorrow at the same spot, at the same area, at the same level that I picked up the 50 shares of AMC that I bought today, somewhere between $58 and $59. $58, there goes the market. So $58 or $59 is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for AMC Entertainment in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So I'm taking into account that AMC Entertainment just closed today's trading session at $60.73. So in my opinion, $58 or $59 is a very good price in order to take a trade in the case of AMC Entertainment if this stock happens to obviously open tomorrow's trading session above $58. And take a look how that price, $58 or $59 ish, coincides with the 50 SMA on the 1 hour chart. So I'm thinking, guys, that AMC is pretty much gathering strength slightly above a former area of resistance, and we are going to see, this is my opinion, obviously I am not a financial advisor, but I think that AMC is gathering strength, is recocking the gun in order to make a huge move to the upside that could potentially take AMC Entertainment to the next important area of resistance for this stock, somewhere between $69 and $70, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for AMC Entertainment back on June 3rd. And if tomorrow we happen to, sorry guys, open the trading session below $58, then watch out for the for the lower support of AMC in today's trading session near $52 or $53 per share. So that area, guys, let's say $52.50 or $53 already acted as a lower support for AMC today, yesterday, and on 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So this is crystal clear. If AMC opens above $58 and happens to drop and finds support slightly above $58, that's a very good price in order to start a trade in the case of AMC Entertainment. And if $58 happens to be broken to the downside, then watch out for the area between $53 and $52 in the case of AMC Entertainment. And let me pull up, guys, the 4-hour and take a look at the RSI, guys. It is at 62 points. We still have a clear uptrend over here, and AMC is trading above the moving averages on the 4 hours. So I think that we are going to see $70 or $75 sooner rather than later in the case of AMC. And the second stock of this video is going to be good old Palantir Technology. Palantir went up today 2.62%, and it closed today's trading session at $25.45, guys. And out of the 4 stocks that I am going to break down in this video, this is the one that is going to be at the very top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session, guys, because Palantir is looking very attractive from a technical standpoint. So let me zoom in here on the 4-hour and take a look at the spot in which Palantir is trading as of now, guys, slightly below $26, which is a very important area of previous resistance for Palantir. So we can see on the 4-hour that the stock of this company is trading above the moving averages, and we have a clear uptrend. So let me zoom out over here and take a look at how $26, guys, already acted as a resistance for Palantir back on April 14th, but it also acted as a lower support for Palantir in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. So I'm thinking, guys, the second Palantir burst above $26 and good volume and momentum, the gap up to the next important area of resistance for Palantir right around $30.40 or $30 is going to be easily filled. $30.50 is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for the bulls of Palantir in 1 and on 2 occasions before, but it also acted as a lower support for Palantir in the beginning of February. So what's my plan when it comes to Palantir, guys? I want to purchase $150 or $200 after Palantir burst above $26. So let's say that I pick up, as I just said, 200 shares, and I write them up to the next important area of resistance that I just told you about at around $30 or $30.50, we are looking at a 14% profit. So watch out for Palantir tomorrow, guys, because I think that the stock of this company is about to break out. And take a look at the RSI, it is at 66 points, and we already know that Palantir is a stock that can trade with the RSI being very but very high when it trades on good volume and momentum. And the next stock of this video, let's go ahead and take a look at GameStop. I think, guys, that throughout this week I haven't broken down from a technical standpoint GameStop. So what happened with GameStop today? This stock went up, pretty much broke even, guys. It went up 0.28% and it closed today's trading session at $223.59. And take a look at the RSI on the 4-hour. It is at 43 points, very but very healthy from a technical standpoint. Needless to say, when we already know that we have seen GameStop trading with the RSI being at 91 points. Unbelievable. So let me pull up here the 1 hour, and what's my plan with GameStop, guys? I mean, this is absolutely crystal clear for me. Take a look at $209 or $210, guys. This area, this level, has already acted as a lower support for GameStop in recent days in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions. And on top of that, the 180 SMA is getting closer to this price. So if tomorrow, and taking into account that GameStop closed today's trading session at $223, so if this stock happens to pay another visit down to $210, $211, I am going to be picking up 30 shares of GameStop. So if I happen to purchase these shares at $210, then my price target is going to be the next important area of resistance for the bulls of GameStop, right around $244. $244 is a previous area of support for the bulls of GameStop that already acted as such in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but this area also acted as a resistance for the bulls of GameStop back on May 26th. So if I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could potentially lock in a profit of 15%. So watch out tomorrow for GameStop, guys, at $210 or $211. And the last stock of this video is going to be another stock that went absolutely ballistic today, guys. NIO went up today 5.20%, guys. Wow, what a solid day for NIO. And it closed today's trading session at $47.36. And take a look at these, guys. First of all, at the RSI, it is a bit elevated. The RSI of NIO on the 4-hour is at 65 points, but we can make the case that we have already seen NIO trading with the RSI way higher at 86 points, so this shouldn't be an inconvenience for NIO to keep on going up tomorrow. And take a look at this, and let me zoom in here on the 4-hour. NIO closed today's trading session slightly above a very important previous area of resistance for NIO at $47. And now let me zoom out. So the bulls of NIO already failed at $47 back on June 14th, and they also failed at that price back in mid-March. So what am I thinking about, guys? If tomorrow NIO happens to find support slightly above $47, and if I notice that NIO can close, let's say 2 or 3 hours of the trading session trading sideways, however slightly above $47, that might be a sign that the bulls of NIO are gathering strength in order to pull up and pay a visit to the next important area of resistance for NIO, right around $50.50, which is an area that already acted as a resistance for the bulls of NIO back on March 1st, but it also acted as an area of lower support for the bulls of NIO back in the beginning of January. So if I pick up some shares of NIO at $47 and I write them up to $50 or $50.50, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 8%. 8%. So watch out for NEO, guys. This stock is looking very but very bullish. We are trading above the moving averages on the 4-hour. We can see a clear uptrend over here, and we can make the case that NEO already, guys, reversed this horrible downtrend in which NEO has been trading in since February. So NEO is looking extremely bullish, and in my case, if tomorrow, and as I just said, guys, if I happen to see NEO finding a good support slightly above $47, a previous area of resistance, that is going to be, in my case, a sign that I can take a trade from $47 up to $50.50 ish. And with NEO, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. So if you want to get the notifications of all of our videos, of all of these videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call outs. I am letting you guys know throughout our Instagram stories what are the stocks that I have, you know, right there on the top of my watch list throughout the trading session, and that I am about to take trades with. In fact, this morning I called out the day trade that I took on AMC Entertainment at 10 or 10:30 a.m. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys once again on Sunday. Remember that we also post videos on Sunday, so enjoy your weekend, guys. Peace out.